Hey guys, it's Kelly. I'm going to be starting this look today with some concealing for you guys. It's just going to be a fun look to do for pretty much any time, but I wanted to go back and revisit my ABH Renaissance palette. And so I just thought, you know what, let's see what I can do with it because I've missed this palette. So I'm concealing with the orange stick under my eyes for darkness and the green on my face for the redness. I do this every time. It's just a necessary step for me with my more mature skin. It's really helpful. So I just blend that out with a brush under my eyes and the Beauty Blender on my face. And then I prime my eyes with my NARS eyeshadow base. It works the best for me. It really helps because I have oily eyelids and it just really seems to hold my face very good. Now this is that Balm Scandinavia primer mist, and after my face is dry I go in with this first color, Tempura, from the palette. It's as close to my skin tone as I can get, but it is a matte, and I just use my Morphe brush to go all over with that, and I just kind of spread it all over the whole lid to set down that primer just like I always do. You guys know that my base steps are pretty much the same in every video, but it's just for me a necessity, especially during this hot weather. Going in with my Sigma E40, and I'm going to go into this first color. I was really drawn to this first color. I think it's beautiful. I think it's called Buon Fresco, but anyway, it's really a pretty mauve color, and I just really liked it. But I had to really blend and build up the color over time. So these colors are beautiful. They do perform wonderfully, but I just continued to build and blend as I was going, and then I went in, and that was with me blowing that color totally out, and then I went in with this Morphe brush that's a little more detailed. I went in with this next color, this warm taupe, and I took it into the crease, but since it's a little bit more pointed brush, it did not cover all of that mauve color, so it sort of layered it, and I really liked the way that it turned out in the end. But that's what I did. Lots of blending later. I dusted away any fallout, and I continued with the next color. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into this color here, this Cypress Umber, I believe it's called. Yeah, so what I did is I started out by stamping this on the entire outer V area of my eye. And once I got the color actually laid down where I wanted it to be, I started blending so that there would not be any harsh lines. And so you can see me stamping there, just stamping the color on, and then I go in and start smoothing it out and blending. There we go. I'm just going to start blending once I've got the color, the saturation that I really wanted, and try to work. I'm just barely grazing my skin with that brush, if you can see. But it was so much fun to go back to this palette. It's been so long since I have used it. This was what the finished look excuse me. This is what the finished look was like for the upper eyes as far as that outer edge. And I'm going with my Urban Decay. This is from the Heat collection, but I think they still have the alkaline color. It's a really pretty, it's a cross between red and pink. It's just a really good color, and I felt like that with the color Love Letter in this palette, which is red, this was going to blend really well. So what I'm doing is I'm tight lining and water lining with this, and then I also go along my lash line here on the top. Now you'll see that it's tugging at my lid there. That's just because of my mature skin. It tugs at it, but it's very creamy and very soft and easy to use. And then I just use this Royal Langnickel brush. It's just a really neat flat detail brush, and I go in with the color Love Letter and start blending that out. Then I go in to my crease and I just blend one more time with that large E40 just to blend everything together, and then I take this angled shader brush into this color, and this is what I highlight my brow bone with. Normally I would have already done my brows by now, but I was just sort of flying by the seat of the pants in this video. So I just decided that it was best for me to go ahead and get my eye look down as much as possible, dust away anything, and Then I went and I blended it one more time just to keep any harsh lines away. I just hate harsh lines. Then I had this. This is something I got off the NYX website. It's a roller ball. It's a roller glitter ball. It's not very wet, which is what I like. And so I just kind of show you on my hand. I just roll it and show you what it looks like. It's really neat. This happened to be in the color salmon. I have a couple of colors of these. It's just the easiest glitter application, period. I mean, it's so easy. I just rolled a little bit on and then I dabbed around. Yes, I said dabbed. But I rolled a little bit and I dabbed a little bit, and I did it pretty much just over that first area of my lid towards the inner corner, and try to keep it contained. There's really not a lot of fallout at all. But I did go ahead and brush away just to make sure that there was nothing there before I went in with my next product, which is this Benefit Professional. I've really been enjoying this. I have a lot of really large pores on my nose area, and I do like to use it on my upper lip and sometimes my chin because of, perspiration. It seems to help with that. And so, yeah, I go in with that, smooth it along. You don't want to rub too long or it begins to kind of peel up, if you know what I mean. I showed my IT Cosmetics foundation brush, but I forgot to show you. I'm just using the IT Cosmetics Illumination CC Cream, and mine is in the color medium. And I kind of just like dot it all over my face with the brush, and then I start buffing. I'll use this because it's the 50 plus SPF, and I live on the Gulf Coast, and right now the sun is super, super rough. So I've been using this primarily. I do use other foundations, but this is my everyday go-to, and I was going to be outside this day, so I decided to go ahead and go in with this one too, and it provides me enough coverage that I actually still enjoy it. In fact, I just went and repurchased because I was almost out. I went ahead and decided to use my Fresh Sugar Lip Balm and let that be moisturizing my lips while I was doing my brows. And I just went into high gear here and fast forwarded through this because you guys have seen me do my brows before. So I just wanted to kind of fast forward through this part. There was no need in it being super, super fast or slow. There's no need in it being super slow because you guys know what I'm doing. I'm filling in. I have really sparse brows and they are blonde. So I'm just going in with my Brow Precise and blonde and giving myself a brow. And you can see the difference. This is my newest Flower Beauty. I have totally fallen in love with this. I really love it. If you have mature skin or dry skin, I really believe you would love this. I do have to use a loose powder over it just to set it because it's summertime, and I don't want it to get into my fine lines and wrinkles. But I've not had an issue with it yet. Now, this particular day, I had not had much sleep. Izzy had been sick. So, yeah, those under eye bags were, they were serious. Excuse me. They really were. But I'm just using my Ben Nye powder in loose for any area under my eye and things like that. And then my Rimmel Stay Matte for setting my entire face. But I've been really just enjoying using a loose powder and not baking under my eye. Most of these things are things I do in every video. So I've just, kind of fast forwarded through. But I'm using my Tantastic bronzer from Marc Jacobs for bronzing up, my carving out my cheeks and doing a little bit on my forehead and my chin to soften my chin. But yeah, this is a fave, so I tend to go, this is just a go-to for me. So anyway, I do try to soften my chin just a little bit. This is the Clinique Pop Berry Pop color blush, and I just really love this. It's a go-to also. It's in my everyday tray, and I just go for it. This is my Becca Champagne Pop. You can see I actually forgot to turn my ring light on when I was filming this, believe it or not. So the fact that I have any light in this video is a miracle, but I decided to salvage it. I just, you would be able to see that highlight so much better if I had my light on, but you can still see that it gives me plenty of dewiness right where, I specifically place it and want it. So it turns out. And then I just blend everything together like normal, and I decide to go in now with this same Alkaline Urban Decay liner on my bottom lash line. I do not put it in the water line, but I did put it all through the lashes, and then I'm going to smoke it out with that same color and that same brush, Love Letter. It's just a beautiful red color. And yeah, I was just feeling red this day, and I wanted to be daring and go into this ABH palette, so I chose to go with this. I did pretty much a neutral eye and then highlighted with this. I did come up onto the upper lash line, as you see there, and I blended that out too. I find that putting a powder over a liner helps set it down and keeps it from moving too. So now I'm just going to go back in with this color here, and I'm so sorry. I am just doing a little bit of a corner highlight, which you can see better in the sunlight, or if I had my actual lighting on like an idiot. I don't know what I was thinking. I just wasn't. So I brush out my brows, and I go in with my NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in Brunette and just set those down. And like I said, you've seen some of these steps over and over, guys. I just wanted to try my old ABH palette in a new way. So I just set my face, which is absolutely the best ever. The Scandinavian setting spray. Now this is only the second time for me to use this Monsieur Big from Lancome mascara. Guys, let me just tell you, I absolutely love this mascara. It is gorgeous. It gives you the falsy look. I love it. I really do. And so that's it, guys. I'm going in with my lips now. I'm using a Too Faced and Natural Lip Liner, and then I'm going to use my Milani. I'm going to use the Matte Naked color. I love the Milani lipsticks. They're my faves from the drugstore. And that's going to be pretty much all there is left after I do this. I really hope you guys watching enjoy the shorter videos. I know that a voiceover is sometimes the only way I can get a shorter video. But yeah, I do really appreciate you watching. This was the final look. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.